Good afternoon. It is big hot outside. My goodness. I've been out working in some yards today and it's hot. It is hot outside. Woo! My hair is like wet. mm. Sorry. All right, all right. So today is Thursday, which means it is Sex Tech Thursday, which means we're going to be talking about new technologies in sexuality. What are we talking about specifically today? We're talking about Black-owned toy brands, which it wasn't very many. Well, so here's the thing. There were some, but we were looking for ethical brands, so I either couldn't find what they stood for, the mission statement or whatever. And some of them I really just couldn't get on because I'm in Oklahoma. In Oklahoma, there are sites that you cannot, like, we don't have access to, like, Pornhub either. And so some of them we weren't able to get onto. We're still good to look at them though, because that has nothing to do with the company or anything else. But and they have other stuff. I'm also gonna be mindful not to show like the toys on there. So we'll try to make sure we don't get in trouble for that, because I don't need them kind of problems. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. Glad you are here. Give me a moment. Let me get settled in. I don't even know what's going on. All right. Sorry, I had to. I had to take it. I don't know. But I do know that I'm hot. Like, I literally just got in the house a second ago. I was out taking care of some of my yard clients this morning, so I was out doing some yards, pruning some flowers, keeping the blooms up, pulling grass out, all that stuff, all the fun stuff. So that's what I was doing. So I'm like thirsty and a little bit. I literally just got in. I'm a little bit discombobulated too. And I think I might be wearing the makeup from yesterday. I don't remember. I took a shower. I know that I took a shower because I got finished working out. But I said I was gonna wash my face because I was gonna wash my face separately because I don't like to wash my face in the shower. Sometimes I do, but it's not normally. You need to do your routine. I need to do my routine, so I didn't wash my face. But then I don't remember getting out of the shower and actually finishing the rest of the stuff. So I think I might be wearing the makeup from yesterday. Hey. Can't win them all. I'll do a facial after this. I'll do a facial after this. And I mean, it is mascara. That's all I usually have to wear in the summer. So, all right. So talking about some ethical toy companies. First of all, let's talk about how to identify what an ethical toy company is. A couple of things you're going to want to look for is ethical toy companies are sustainably sourced, are used for the body. I mean, used in the body. Are materials that are good for the body and not harmful for the body. They are, your data is protected, all those types of things. So the best of what you could imagine for a corporation is what you would consider ethical. Now, I know those two words don't usually go together because corporations usually just do whatever they can get away with. But there are some companies that are making their platform and setting their motto around making toys they do actually meet ethical guidelines or ethical standards. So what are you going to be talking about? How to verify ethics in any type of brand is medical grade silicone or stainless steel toys. You're going to be looking for materials that are FDA approved if necessary. You just being very mindful of the kind of materials that the product is made out of. pH balanced, paraben free lubricants. So parabens are really, really bad. Well, not really, really bad, but they can cause yeast infections and it could cause your microbiome to get thrown off, and so you don't want that. That's why you want something that's more pH balanced. Transparent, community focused leadership. Okay, so you know who's in charge, you know who's running this business, you know the face of it, you know what they mean, because especially in something as sensitive as sexual wellness products, you need to know who's making that, who's in charge of that, because those are things that people are using intimately. So inclusive design, imagery, and messaging. When you're on the website, what kind of bodies do you see? What colors are they? What skin tones are they? What kind of designs are there? Are there any people on there that may have disabilities? How inclusive are we talking, right? And I know that people don't think those things are important, but it does. It is important if you are trying to look for a company that is taking the time out to see you, right? And some companies are going to do that just to get the dollar, right? Because that's what some corporations are. Their mottos are very different. But there are going to be people who build things that are in the best interest of the people. And there have been people who have built and cultivated things that are in the best interest of the people, but when they get taken over by corporations, they no longer become the best interest of the people. So look for those telltale signs of inclusivity when you're looking at the marketing of the product. And commitment to sexual education or destigmatization. Absolutely. Usually you can find an about us at the bottom of a website. Let me show you how to do that. What's a website that we can use that we won't get in trouble for? Oh, okay. One of the people that we were looking at, but I don't know. Hold on. I didn't think so. Okay, so we'll put an asterisk next to this. But okay, I had to check on that because I was like, let me check. We might be storying. All right, all right. Oh, it's already there. So this is the Honey Pot. It is a brand that most people have heard of. The brand used to be majority black owned. It is not still majority black owned, but the prior owner and people who were part of the process are still part of the minority owners. They're not like they didn't sell the product and leave. They're just not the majority owners anymore. So you can take that with that information what you will. But it is the person who this product was made with black bodies in mind. It is an ethical an ethical wellness brand, um, and has continued to grow. But let me show you how to get to what we were trying to get to. That's what I was trying to remember. You can go down to the bottom of any website, and usually you can go to the about section. Somewhere down here will be an about us or whatever, and you can go to our story. This one has more products. This is Bea Dixon, which is the founder or co-founder, CEO and co-founder of Honey Pot. And as you can see, a black woman. And well, I won't say woman. I don't know that if that's what they identify as. But you will be able to go into this section and you see different colored bodies, you see different sizes. These are the kind of things that you want to look for when you're looking at products. And this is just a wellness care brand. You see a lot of inclusivity. We see different skin tones. We see different body types. We see different textures of skin. And again, those are the types of things that show you that this company is, even if it's an illusion, that they are going out of their way to find the type of talent that they would like to represent them. And so, of course, this is a feminine care line. They have sensitive washes and wipes and suppositories and all kinds of things. But this is how you go, and you can go and check out any of those links down there on any of the websites you're working on, and they will tell you what they're doing, what you see they have initiatives going on, how many people they've helped. so on and so forth. So these are what make these types of companies unique, in that when you make products for people, and when the primary target is people and not selling money or maintaining the money that you already have, or getting money out of the population, when you're actually trying to meet a need and trying to create something that people will need and will can afford, because sometimes they price the things out of the price range of the type of people that you're trying to help as well. So that's another thing that I do like about the brand, is that you can get these things at the same price that you would get them, in a regular store. And to get stuff that is made of natural and organic ingredients can be an issue. Now, let me also say this. I do not know these people. I am not endorsing them. We are specifically just talking about black owned wellness brands. So if you have a problem, if you are the other co-founder and y'all are beefing, I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay? They don't know me. I don't know them. I am just here specifically talking about black owned wellness brands. Okay? So, but these kind of companies are putting their meeting a need, but they're also putting money back into communities and making a difference. And those are the types of things that we want our corporations to do, and not just try to get away with whatever you can get away with. So by doing that, those are a few tips that you can use to make sure that type of companies that you are patronizing are doing the work that you expect from your corporations. There are many, many, many corporations around here who are not doing the work. And there are some of them who are just doing the work to look like they're doing the work. And I like them people better than I like the ones who not doing the work, because at least you're contributing. So if the most that you can do is pretend like it, then do that too. We will take that. But the current climate that we're in a consumer client, a consumer climate, and in that it means that your expectation is to be spending at all times. Like it costs $100 to go out of the house to do nothing. If you wanted to go and watch the sunset, you need gas. Sometimes you got to pay for parking. Like, it's ridiculous. So um, it is very difficult to care about things that are important, like these types of issues, when there are corporations out there who are just doing whatever they can, siphoning as much money out of the community as they can. And we've seen the process of how that goes over and over. I've seen all of the Essence Fest. Let me take this off because I don't want that on there when I'm talking about them. I seen all the hullabaloo about the Essence Fest this year, and so I have had the privilege of going to Essence Fest, but I didn't go to any of the stuff because it was like a last minute thing. It was some people, my friends was going, and somebody went to jail, was like, "Do you want to go?" And I'm like, "Yeah." We keep driving. I'm like, "Yeah." So I ended up at Essence Fest. I didn't end up going to none of the stuff, but baby, I had the time of my life. Okay, the time of my life, honey. I had the time of my life. And so I hate that, that's why it's been so popular, because it really is a time. Just to be down there is a time. First of all, being around a bunch of black people, it's just, I don't know, it just brings me joy. I love being in places where just all different types of blackness and all different iterations of blackness. Like, I just love that. But they've said over the years it has changed, that it's just not, it's no longer, it's not what it used to be. And there were plenty of people, even some people, like, there were celebrities that were upset. Yeah, baby, a time. So, but I saw some people were just like, that they are literally never going back. And so it's not, there are not a lot of places that Black Americans can go that have that feeling, right? That is a place of, it's like all the aunties are meeting up. It's not a young place, so it's not not like Miami Beach or anything like that. There are young people there, but that's not the goal crowd. So it's usually older Black Americans, college educated, things like that. Those are the people that are usually at Essence Fest, and they're almost always Black American because that's what Essence Fest is. It was a news paper a magazine came out that was catered to Black folks. So, um, but they've said it's been different. That it's different when you pull away from the culture of what the Black people who built it stand for. And I think that's the thing that people worry about when you see that the Black people are no longer the majority owners of Honey Pot. You think, because I know there was some stuff going on with that hair care line as well. I don't remember what it was called, but it's the purple one. Is it Miel? It might be Miel. Don't quote me on that. I don't know. But I remember they were saying that, the girlies were saying that it changed once the people sold it. And like, I get that. Everybody's always like, oh, like, why are you selling it? Baby, nobody's trying to work forever. I 100% get that. I think that who you sell it to is important. And sometimes many times it goes to the highest bidder versus the best candidate. That's what I'm going to say. And, sometimes if you have something, but also like, I don't feel like that's their responsibility. Like, I understand what people are saying, but again, like, I do not aspire to work forever. That is not my end goal. And so even if I create something, baby, when I'm done doing it, it's done. I don't want to do it no more. So it's time for me to go chill. So I get that. I understand that. So, of course, as always, I just see both sides. But when that happens, there is a noticeable change in the way that it's done when it leaves Black hands, when it goes even into, again, with the Essence Fest, because I believe that the person who bought it was Nigerian, and I think they said that the person that was over all the stuff was like Kenyan, or like the second person in command is like Kenyan. And so it's just a difference in culture. I don't think that I could go and buy something in Kenya and make it a thing that Kenyans would appreciate, or, I just don't. I know that all of us have a similar skin tones, but we do not come from the same types of communities, and what built us didn't build the other subset of people. So I just think that maybe that's the type of thing. It really is being Black American. Really, I always knew that, black folk were special because that's all I grew up around. Like that's all I knew. I was not in closeness of proximity enough for them to have, like, for outer people to have an aspect on how I lived. I'm sure I did, but like as a kid, I wasn't, called the N-word or anything. It wasn't even, everybody in my class was Black. So that wasn't nothing that I ever like really went through as a kid. But I know that culturally, it just, there's different pieces to what we have to bring, and those pieces that get dropped may not be important to other people, but it just shows how culturally special being Black American is, and being Black American specifically. And I think it is the most special because everyone else has been conditioned not to like us. And like, there is a slur for us, even in like over there, like in all of those countries. There's, everybody has a slur for us. We don't even know. I didn't even know Samoans existed. Like, y'all got a slur for us, and I didn't even know y'all were there. Like, not like I didn't know y'all were there, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm so not worried about you enough to make a slur about you. But it's so many people. Like, imagine seriously if this was all like, if this was a big episode of Love Island, right? This is a big episode. I have never seen not even a clip of it. I just know everybody talking about it. But if this is a big episode of Love Island, right? And Black Americans were there, where would everybody else be? That's all I'm saying. Like, if you just, even if you just put all of us over here together in our own space, where would everybody else be? They would say that the place that we have is better than theirs, and so they would come and wreck through and just slice it up, just to be able to. It would be something. It would be something. We would not be able to exist without interference, and so there has to be something special about that, because I swear with all the insides of my insideries that I do not consider people like that. I just don't. I don't consider the frailty or the comforts of, like, I don't. I'm not worried about you. I hope you have a great life. I'm literally never thinking about you. But it's always people thinking about us. Like, that's so crazy to me. So it is special. We do have a special culture. And I think that what makes that culture so special is the fact that everyone has decided that it is not important, but we don't care. And so that's one of the greatest things about being Black, is that everyone hates you, but like, we don't care. We really don't care. Like, if you just could stop killing us, that would be fine. But like, you liking me, that is furthest from my mind. Like, and when somebody tells you that you raggedy and you ugly, like, they want to get a response out of you. So what do you do when you don't? What do you do when you don't get the response? You have to keep turning it up. And so that's a lot of that comes from the fact that, like, we don't feel, we have not adopted most of us have not adopted the ways in which that they've decided to put us down. Like, even just the N word in general, we say it more than you do. Like, we say it more than they do. And I know that has to annoy them, that they're not like, why can't I say, you saying it? You can absolutely say it. Go ahead and say it. No one's stopping you from saying it. But it's just like, why you feel bad when you're saying it. And it has nothing to do with me. Like, why you feel bad. And so I think it is. It's when we make things that are for the greater good, right? There are people who create things to make money. No, we understand that. There's no tea, no shade. But usually when we make things, it has to be about more than money. Otherwise somebody just steal the idea. They're just, every time I have an idea, my friends be like, keep that close to your chest, because they'll steal it. So, like, I don't know. Man. So that's why I think it's so dope that there are Black-owned wellness brands, because that didn't used to be a thing. That wasn't something that you could readily find or get a hold of back in the day. Like, there are companies that's doing that. So we wanted to talk about the Honey Pot. There was also another company, but we can't get into it but I like this company. The company is called Belisa. I hope I'm saying that right. Where did I put it at? Oh, I must have closed the window. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to let me in there. Let's see if they have something else. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Now. This feel like mess. I don't want to be in no mess. When was this? Hold on, let me go look at it, because I'm not going to put it up here if they in some mess. Oh, okay. No. Never mind. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't know if that's Black owned. this is really hard. Like a lot of the stuff that I was like going to, it was man, maybe I need to maybe I need to start one. See, I don't need another project. I do not need another project. Okay, let's see. Mm, I might need to use this word. I put in toy and it brought up like Barbie dolls and stuff. Like, okay, hold on. Ooh, here's a website that has yeah, I know it's not gonna let me show that. So of course, Bedroom by Candy. Um yeah, it's not gonna let me show any of that. So we're just not even gonna bring that up. Bedroom by Candy has been here for a while. Let's go to their about us. I'm sure I can bring that up. Okay. Ooh, okay, we won't go all the way down there. Okay, but we can look at the we can look at the about me. Okay. Um. Okay, so many people have heard of Bedroom by Candy. Actually, there are a lot of different facets of this. It says it was started in 2011. Um, at the time, they launched with only 5 products. Now it features hundreds, from intimate toys to bath and body and cosmetics, with something for everyone. In 2012, the home party side hit the scene. That's what I remember. With a mission to empower people both sexually and financially. Since then, Bedroom Candy boutique parties have grown, selling over 10,000 starter kits and working with consultants all across the country to spread education, empowerment, and self love in their communities. Yeah, so there I do remember like those parties and stuff, and the people were very knowledgeable about, and they always had toys, and you can like I love that. I think I might have sent them maybe my first book, but that's it. But I have, of course, everybody knows about Bedroom by Candy, that the toys and stuff. So there are lots of toys. There are lubes, there's lingerie. There are lots of different things. Of course, I'm not going to be able to show you. So sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, so that is one of the other ones. Another one that comes up pretty often. Can I? Hmm. Are the, is there are a pair? Is the iPod? No, I want to look at this. Y'all can't look at it. Um, why can't I click on it? I don't want to do the quick view. Okay. They like there. It's vibrator in a little iPad. Why do I keep saying iPad? iPod. I don't have iPods. In a little iPod, little thing. It's a vibrator in there. How freaking cool! It's a very little one because it just fits in the thing. But shut up. There's two little, and it can fit on your finger. Get out of here. Okay. So it won't let me go to the website anymore. So I'm not even going to show it because it's trying to make me put in my address and email address. So we're just going to leave out of that. We're not even going to talk about them. Um. Ooh. Okay. Let me put the name of this in the chat. Uh, okay. These are not. I can't. Oh no. I might still get in trouble. I'm not going to show it. But here's what it's called. This is an Etsy store. They make wooden toys. And like, I wish I could show you the picture. It looks so pretty. There's only 3 items on there right now, but they're like handmade wooden toys. Freaking cool. Okay, so that's a brand. Oh, I guess I could put I'm gonna put the other brands in there too. You know, so I did it yesterday. Now I think I'm oh, let me just put stuff in the chat. But again, it does help you to see. And again, these should be black owned. Oh, I've heard of NB before. Is it gonna let me show it? No. Nope. Okay, we're gonna put it on there anyway. So here is let me go to their about page. Maybe I can pull their about page up. Oh, they haven't. Nope. Can't do that. I'm gonna get that. I have to get that Patreon set up. I'm gonna have to, because I want to share this with you and I can't, because we're gonna get blocked if I show you. But it's really funny and I want to show you. Just for just the moment. So just as for your eye, just to tell you, there is a person holding a dildo in a field of flowers, and there is a snail crawling on the tip of the dildo that is posed in the field of flowers. And I still think that's cool. I still think it's cool. Yeah. Okay, so definitely let me see if I put it in there. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see what their mission is. Maybe that's a page I can show. No. Right, I cannot. All right. Oh, maybe no. Oh, okay. No, I can show this part, and I like that. Okay, how far can I go down? Okay, I can go down the rest. Okay, so let's cut that part out so we don't get in trouble. Okay. I know. I want you to see. I want you to see. Okay, so this product is called NB. It is a black and trans owned adult company providing a comfortable shopping experience for the queer community, specifically the gender nonconforming. So NB is also the colloquialism, or I don't know what that, it's for non-binary. So people who are non-binary or do not fit into the 2 binary lines of gender consider themselves non-binary or NB. So you can get different types of products. This is a place that customers can shop for lube, menstrual products, condoms, massage oils, candles, BDSM teddy bears, and more. They have books and home decor and gender affirming products. So this is a good idea if you are trans. This is a good place to get your products where you don't feel, you can get your products in a place that just feels like a person getting products and not like you're becoming some show or have to disclose why you need this or whatever. So it's a great way to be able to get your products. You can get them online. And also they donate a portion of the profits to various organizations supporting queer and trans people of color. So let me put that in the chat. Oh no, I already did. I can't see it like I want to see it. So, okay. So NB, absolutely. Oh, I wanted to show, okay. No, I wanted to show this. We're doing our part to fight climate change by way of carbon neutrality. Every shipment is carbon neutral, and every sale funds renewable energy and forest conservation products. And so they even have links for you to go and check us out. Community focused. We strive to create a safer, more comfortable sex toy shopping experience for the queer community, specifically centering trans, non-binary, and gender non-conforming. And again, we got a hyperlink that will take us to another one. You also have discreet packaging, which is amazing if you're going to get it dropped off. You don't want people in your business while sitting on your porch. I didn't think that would be that important, but my HelloFresh be sitting out there. I'm like, hold on. So it's important to make sure that, people don't have to, people in your business, and they don't have to be, and it's not their responsibility or right to be in your business. So, all right, all right. Why are those two so different? Hmm, something must have happened. Okay, and let's go back. Who else do we have? I know. I was like, I only know, I only have a relationship, and not really a relationship. We're just friends we've been friends on Instagram for a long time. So, like, I literally don't know these people. But you know how you just know, you see them do stuff like, oh, y'all moved, and oh, you got a new, and oh, y'all got married. We've been through that. And so, let me go. Ooh, nope. Can't show that. But I can put the name in there. So, Feel More is a shop that is black, also black and queer owned. And I don't know if they are still on Instagram because I don't be on my page, that I'm not on there that much either. But there's been a lot of like censorship and restrictions around um, what's going on. Oh, with the having a toy shop on Instagram, and you know how that goes. So, or having a toy shop anywhere. Yeah. So, ooh. Now, I don't think this is black owned. Is this black owned? 'Cause I don't see any. I'm looking at the front page. I ain't seen a black body yet. Okay. I don't think that can be black owned. It might be though. Sometimes people don't like to say they're black owned either. Let me look. Yeah, I didn't think so. No, that last one might not have been either. Uh, the no, both of those were. What? Yes. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna say, friend. I'm gonna just send it to you. Like, I'm gonna just take a little picture and say so you can see. I'll take a screenshot because I'm like, this is freaking cool. Okay, we're gonna just send that off. I know it's not gonna do in here. I'm gonna email it to her. Have it that. Yep. Yep. Okay, okay. So yeah, but you know what? There's gotta be some more. I don't want a toy store. Well, I'm a black owned wellness brand. Shoot. But I don't think I wanna do that. I'm not interested. I did at one point want to do toys. I think that would be something that I would like to do, like when I already got stuff. Like, You know how like people get when basketball players get tennis shoes. Like when I blow up, somebody better bring me a toy to put my name on, and I want to sit in the room and be like, you know what? I think it need to be purple. So I think that's how I want to have my own toy. I don't want to like make it and sell it, and I don't want to do all that. Just somebody else just make it and let me get like a little bit of the money off the top. I don't want to do. That's not. Yeah, you know, you gotta pick your stuff, and yeah, just listen. I want to be like a basketball player. Like I have made it now, and you know, bring me a contract for a shoot, but let it be a rabbit. Man, I remember when the rabbits hit the scene, it was a big deal. Like two things at the same time? What? It was a big deal. Like it really was. It's so crazy just to see how like far toys have come from then, because like you couldn't even, it was a while that was the like the rabbit was the only type of rabbit like that. Like it wasn't, you know, now you can just get all kinds of them, but it was just that one back then. And baby, they wanted all their money for that. Like, I don't know, you finna get two things at the same time. We want our money. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, please. Cash or charge. Okay. So it's just crazy to see like how things have like progressed in toys from, you know, me being a young adult, splurging. Do I remember the first thing I bought? It was probably a bullet. It was probably a bullet. My first. Yeah, like the rabbits were real deal. Like it was hype. It was kind of like the hype that was around the Rose when that Rose came out, and then the hype that was around Tracy's dog. Those were more recent though, but in that time frame, like a rabbit was the toy. Like again, it was gonna be two things. Like you had to choose before, you gonna get this one or you gonna get that one, but you ain't gonna be able to get both. And then this one said, "No, hold on, no, wait a minute. I think they can get both. I think they can have a little bit of both." And there we have it. The rest is history. But like it was a time that was all like that's not how it was. And like I think the the first one I had a cord on it. It had a little knob remote on it. Oh, it was so skeet and so raggedy. And that thing was like expensive back then. It was like $20. You can get one of those now for like $5. Don't nobody want no cord no more. Well, let me not say that, because some of the big stuff I got, you definitely got to plug in. Ain't no batteries for that, baby. You gonna need an outlet. You gonna need an outlet, baby. That is not no anyway. Yeah, my little first one, man, was just a little egg. It was just a little like egg with a plug on it. Just man, I'm glad it came far. Imagine what it's gonna be when it's like when I'm like 80. Oh my gosh, I'm still gonna be I'm be going to my storage. I'm gonna be going to my storage, getting stuff out of the store, running there and hand me and get me that, reach around there and grab that. I'm absolutely gonna be that grandma that still collecting sex toys. And then maybe that's why I'm like, if I wish I would have kept some of that stuff. I wish I would have just bought some and put it up. Maybe I can go like, maybe there's an old like warehouse somewhere that's got like old toys in it still in the box and people just abandon it. I would be so lucky if I ran into that. Just in case, you know, I need to manifest something. I want to manifest running into a warehouse. I need a grandma with a bikini top. I'm gonna be a grandma in a bikini top. It's gonna be boob, belly button, boob. Oh my gosh! And when I was little, I had an Audi too. So don't don't let me be a little grandma. It's gonna look like I'm gonna look like that lady on Total Recall. Oh man, that just tickled me. Mm. That was good. So if if you don't have nothing else to do, you please go ahead and start a toy and wellness brand. Especially if you black, make us some stuff with some do rags on it, and get us some. But that would be a niche to fall into because look, I know that those fleshlights, the average penis size allegedly is like 5 to 5.5 inches. Okay, that is from using everybody as a sample size. Okay, but if you only mess with one type of person, then you know that is not the them is not the numbers that that we typically work with. Okay, so there is there Sorry, I just tickled myself. There is a need for you to make some toys that maybe have a little bit more room in them, right? Because I know that again, they're not making those toys with black bodies in mind. So you can there again. If you want to make some money, it's out there. Things that we need, make him market them to black bodies and black penises and yeah, like just saying, the money's out there. And hurry up so grandma can buy it and put it in my storage. Hurry up and buy it so I can make it so I can buy it and put it in my storage. I do need to start like reaching out. I always be saying that, but when I don't never think of none of that stuff until I'm sitting down here, and then when I get up from here, every thought that I had associated with this is gone. All the stuff that I need to do, everything is gone. It's time for me to move on to the next task, and that needs all of my attention. So when I get finished with this, I'm gonna wash the little clothes. I need to get dinner started for my baby cakes get home. Oh, he's gonna be gone, but I'm gonna. Y'all spend a lie. I spend a lie. Oh, baby, I'll spend a lie. I'm gonna go to the grocery store because it's girls' night tomorrow and get my dinner. Speaking of that, I don't know if she's still here. She might still be gone. If you still here, put a little something in there because I'm like, am I making something that you suggested? I'm like, where did that idea come from? I hope I'm not making something that you suggested that you was gonna make. I didn't think about that till this morning. I was like, where did that come from? And am I making something that she already said she was gonna make? Because I got another idea. That's what I'm saying. I got another idea. So, yeah. I need to get me some water. That's what I need. Um, mm, ooh. Oh, okay. I was making sure. I was like, did I? I don't know where the idea. Okay, so I remember seeing a man putting some in a pan, and he was like pouring a whole lot of butter on top, and I was just like, okay, that's a little much, but that do look good, but you're doing a little too much for me. So I was like, I think that's where I got it from. Then I was like, hold on, because then she told me she had an idea about making something, and she wasn't gonna tell me, but then she ended up telling me, and I'm like, is that where I got that idea from? So okay. If that whatever it was that you told me, I don't remember. So you can still make it. You could absolutely still cook that, friend, because I don't remember what it is. So okay. So Tomorrow is Friday, which is late night with Coach Katasha. I am just gonna tell you now, it's probably about to be. Oh, that's not what I meant to click on. I needed this. That's what I needed. Okay, so tomorrow is late night with Coach Katasha. We will be getting together. My friends are going to be here. And I'm excited about that because I got a surprise for them. They don't know. So I'm pretty happy about that. But we'll be here from at 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Late night with Coach Katasha is a little bit more informal, so we won't be. I mean, we'll be talking about sex and stuff, but we'll just be talking about everything. It's just to check in, making sure everybody's still good, that you're good for the week, that you're, holding on, and just a way to keep up with everybody, keep up, check in on my friends, make sure y'all all right. So that's what we'll be doing, and then next week, I guess I could go ahead and change this since we I can go ahead and change this since um we won't be here next week, and then this when we do come back, this is going to be our schedule for when we return. We're going to continue this is for July 21st through 25th, so we won't be here at all next week. And then come the next Monday, we'll be back with Sex Ed with Coach Katasha, where we're going to continue our Hygiene for College Bound Adult series. And then Tuesday, we're going to be talking about Pleasure Tools Tuesday, and we are going to be talking about sensory tools. And so how to use different tools to play with your senses and spice up your sensory sex. Wednesday, of course, is going to be Ask Coach Katasha, and we're going to be doing our live Q&A with a certified sexpert, which happens to be me. Sex Tech Thursday, we're going to be talking about digisexuality, which is like dating online. Oh my gosh, this was so interesting. I cannot wait to talk about that. I was getting in it, I was like, oh, really? And we had talked a little bit about it before, but like, we're going to get in there. And then, of course, that Friday, we're going to do our little late night with Coach Katasha, which is going to be our after hours chat. So that's what we're going to be doing. Again, we will not be here for the next week because we're going to be on vacation. It is my niece's week, and so we're going to be in her being thugs. I'm doing thug things, so I'm excited about that. And yeah, I hope that there's supposed to be some more rain coming in. I don't know where you are, but there are a lot of places that do not have adequate storm preparation kits, like storm preparation things. So just make sure that you have a way to get your weather. Keep those phones charged. I think it's I went today to speak with one of my older clients' yards, and she said it's supposed to rain tonight. She said, honey, it's supposed to start tonight. So um yeah, so I don't know if it's supposed to rain or not, but we're just make sure you have your weather. I know they said on the news that it's supposed to be some rain this weekend, and people were going to be going into the mountains and hiking and RVing and all kind of stuff, and that for sure make sure you have a way to get your news, because those floodwaters can reach up fast, and that's what they're anticipating, is that there are going to be some more flooding. So make sure you're getting your weather, make sure you're prepared, and that you have a plan for you and your family if y'all are going to be out this weekend somewhere remote or whatever. And even if you're not going to be remote, just make sure you check on your people. It's a lot of death going on right now, and a lot of people are, yeah, it's a lot. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Do what you got to do to survive. I'm going to be, doing what I've been doing, drinking and beatboxing. Drinking and beatboxing, baby. That's what I'm going to be doing. Because what else can I do? There ain't nothing else to do. So, ooh, I forgot about this. Shut up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we will be back here tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time for Late Night with Coach Katasha. If you don't have any other questions, look, let me give you a little bit of time. Do we have anything else? I need to make sure I'm checking everything too. Let me go look on. I don't even be having this up. I know there's a little bit of a delay. Hmm. Oh man, I opened up that my YouTube and it's fishing videos, and I almost got distracted. Like, oh, it's up. Nope, don't do it. That's not what you came in here for. Don't you do it. Let me see. Let me see. Oh no, that looks good. Okay, okay. So we will be back here tomorrow. Looking forward to hanging out with you. I'm probably gonna be a little bit